Good morning, good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss electric field. This is lecture number 3 uh, of chapter number 1, electric charges and electric field. This lecture is presented by S.S. Rawat, PGT Physics of Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1, Roorkee. Now, what is electric field? Electric field is a region of space around a charge or system of charges within which other charged particle experiences electrostatic force. Suppose there is a source charge, so a field produced around it, and if we place a test charge, means another charge, the second charge will experience the electrostatic force. That force may be positive or negative, depends on the second nature of the second charge. Theoretically, electric field extends up to infinity, but practically it is limited to the certain distance, right? Now, electric field intensity. Electric field is a concept, and electric field intensity is a physical quantity which is measurable, right? So there is a source charge Q, and Q naught is test charge, means this charge is testing the electric field of source charge, right? So the force experienced by unit charge is the electric field intensity at the given point in electric field. It means if Q naught experiencing force F, then F should be divided by Q naught to find out the force experienced by unit charge. But one thing should be very clear, that test charge should be very small in magnitude and positive in nature. Reason is that the position of source charge should not be changed. So if the test charge is very small, so it will not be capable to displace the source charge. So we should take the test charge very small in magnitude and positive in nature. The best test charge is proton. So E is equal to F by Q naught, provided that Q naught is very small. Now, electric field is also vector quantity, since the electric force is also vector quantity. Then force may be written as Q naught into E. If Q naught is positive, the direction of force and direction of electric field intensity will be same. But if the charge is negative in nature, the direction of force will be opposite to the direction of electric field, right? We can calculate the electric field due to point charge. Now F is equal to Q into E, right? F is equal to Q into E, or we can say E is equal to F by Q or Q naught. So we have to calculate the force by Coulomb's law and then divided by Q naught. So we can get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. ठीक है? तो Q by R square, and it is a vector quantity, so it should be written in the vector form also. So we can write it Q by R cube into R vector. It may be written as R vector divided by R is equal to unit vector. So E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square into R unit vector, right? Now, electric line of force. The electric line of forces are imaginary lines. These lines represent the intensity of electric field. An electric line of force is an imaginary straight or curved path along which a unit positive charge is supposed to move when free to do so in an electric field. Electric field lines do not physically exist, but they represent a real situation, right? Now this is a Q is source charge. Suppose we place a test charge over here, so positive charge will repel the test charge and the Q naught charge or test charge will move along this line. So this line should be named as electric line of force, right? If we place Q naught here, it will displace along this line. So this is also electric line. But if the source charge is negative, then the test charge will be attracted by the source charge. The direction of electric field towards the negative source charge. So the electric line moves away from the positive charge and comes towards the negative charge. If the charge magnitude is small, the electric line of forces are few. But if magnitude of source charge is very high, then the number of lines will be increases. Now we are taking a system of two charges. One is positive, another one is negative. If we put a test charge over here, then it will repel by positive charge and attract by the negative charge. So its path will become like this. So electric line of force originate from positive charge and terminate at negative charge. Now see this system. There are also two charges, but the first charge magnitude is very high in comparison of second. So the number of line originating from this charge are very high, but the number of lines coming to the negative charge is very small, right? Now this is also system of two charges, but these charges are, both charges are positive. So these charges repel the positive charge. No one attract the test charge, right? So the electric lines are like this. Now this is uniform electric field. There are two plates, parallel plates. One is positive, another one is negative. If we put test charge over here, it will repel by the positive plate and attract by the negative charge. So electric line of forces will becomes parallel to each other. Now there are properties of electric line of force. First, electric line of force are imaginary lines, right? A unit positive charge placed in electric field tends to follow a path along the field line if it is free to do so, right? So this is the second property drawn from the definition of electric line of force. The third thing or third property is electric line of force originate from positive charge and terminate on a negative charge. Since the test charge is positive, the positive charge will repel the test charge and negative charge will attract the test charge. Now fourth thing is the tangent to an electric line of force at any point gives the direction of electric field at that point. Suppose this is electric line, right? Now we have to find the direction of electric field intensity at this point. So we should draw the tangent over here, right? So this tangent will give the direction of electric field at the given point. Now the fifth property, two electric line of force never intersect to each other. Now these are two electric line of force. Suppose we consider that these lines are intersecting to each other. Now draw the direction of electric field. There are two direction of electric field at the same point, which is not possible. The direction of electric field is single, but there are two electrical line of forces, two directions of electric fields, which is not possible. It proves that two electric line of forces never intersect to each other. Now the sixth property, electric line of force are closer where electric field is stronger and the line spreads out where electric field is weaker. Now see, this is the test charge. Electric line of forces are close to each other, crowded. So the electric field intensity near to the test charge, near to the source charge is very high. But away from this charge, these lines are diverging lines. Means separation is increasing with distance. It means electric field intensity becomes weaker away from the positive charge, right? Now, seventh property, electric lines of force are perpendicular to surface of positively or negatively charged bodies. Now, this is a charge, positive charge, electric line of force originating perpendicular to the surface of charge. Similarly, this is an irregular body. The electric line of forces will be perpendicular to the surface, right? These lines are perpendicular to the surface. Now, eighth property, electric line of force do not pass through the conductor. Now, why? This is an electric field. When a conductor placed between electric field or in a electric field, charge induces at its surface. All the free electrons come out at this surface towards positive charge, and positive charge induces in the other side. So the external electric field will produce internal electric field produced in direction opposite to the external field. So net intensity of electric field inside the conductor, whether it is solid or hollow, becomes zero. This is called electrostatic shielding. Ninth and last property, electric line of force cannot pass through the can pass through the insulator. If we place an insulator within the electric field, so in insulator there is no induction of charge, so electric field due to polarization will become zero. So only the external electric field dominates, and electric line of force represent the electric field intensity. It means electric line of force pass through the insulator, right? So these are the properties of electric line of force. Now this is the assignment based on this lecture. Question number 1, define the physical quantity of SI unit Newton per Coulomb. 2, draw the electric lines for a system of two positive charges separated by a small distance. Third, write 4 important properties of electric line of force. And the fourth and last question, why electric line of force do not pass through the conductor. Okay, thank you.